What up people, welcome back to my Assassin's Creed review and ranking series where I take a look at all the Assassin's Creed games that have come out throughout the years and give my own thoughts and opinions on each of them. It's been a while since the last one, but I'm finally back for my review of Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation from 2012. Now I know why it took so long to do this one. Okay, it's not really that bad, but definitely not the best either. It's the first side game we're looking at, so it's kind of expected. Just warning you, it's been a while since I played this one, so I'll try to remember as much as I can from the game for this review. Also, spoiler alert, blah 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 blah, let's get on to the review. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation more or less has the same kind of gameplay that Assassin's Creed 3 did, since they were released side by side together, with Liberation being a smaller game on a smaller portable console that totally did great, and then remastered and put onto actual consoles that people actually play on. Although there were a few additions that 3 didn't have, like the chain kill ability, which is pretty self-explanatory and a pretty neat feature nonetheless. Something that I actually did find interesting though was the fact that you can play as 3 different personas. There was the assassin persona, the one that can climb and run and fight like any other character would, but they're always suspicious to the authorities. Then there's the slave persona, who are less suspicious but is weaker in combat. Then there's the lady persona, which can't really run, climb, or fight or do much, but it sure can make those guards thirsty. All you gotta do to switch between the personas is to go to a dressing chamber. Other than that, I don't really remember any other gameplay elements. There's the usual treasure chests and other collectibles throughout the world you collect, and that's about it. Speaking of the world, the New Orleans and Bayou map are pretty okay. Not the best, but it's still good. Seems to be kind of the same as the maps from AC3, so it's kind of just more the same. Alright, is that it? I think that's it. Okay, I guess we can move on to the story now. Alright, so let's see just how much of the story I remember. You play as Aveline de Grandpré, the daughter of a rich white guy and a black slave lady, but she also has a white stepmom who is in no way evil or anything. As expected, she's part of the Assassin Order in New Orleans and does assassin things and kills Templars. Partway through her journey, she ventures to South America, I think, on a journey to find her long-lost birth mother and explore ancient temples. Cut to later in the game, her mentor and assassin leader Agate basically goes nuts, I think, and she has to end up killing him. I remember getting so fucking pissed off trying to do that mission with 100% sync. Then she learns that the company man, the big bad guy that she's been chasing throughout the game, is none other than her own stepmother. The main villain with man in his name is actually a woman the whole time. Who could have seen that coming, right? Assuming genders was a real problem back in the mid-18th century. Anyway, I think she pretends to give up and decide to join the Templar Order in order to get close and kill her stepmom when her guard's down. Then we get a whole thing with Erudito and seeing the truth, and then something about Adam and Eve? Okay, I give up trying to remember all that. Probably my favorite part of the game, though, that I do remember very well, is the part where Connor actually shows up, so you know that the game is supposed to be a tie-in with AC3. After you play through that mission as Aveline, you get the choice to go back and replay that mission as Connor through his perspective, which is really cool, so there's that. I don't think there's much more of the story for me to discuss that I remember, so let's move on to the final verdict. Okay, as much as I'm giving it shit, I don't think Liberation is a bad game. It's definitely still enjoyable, and I had fun playing through it, but it's most definitely not in my top 30 Assassin's Creed games. The gameplay is basically the same as 3, the world is pretty alright, and the story is good, but not great either. I do like Aveline as a character though, and I do also like the multiple personas you can switch between at any given time. After consideration, I think I'll give Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation a 5.8 out of 10. Not exactly a passing grade, but it could be worse, I guess. Now, to end this on a higher note, the next one we're going to be looking at is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I can hardly wait for that one. No? Okay, I'll just stop. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts and what you would personally rank Liberation among the games. Take care, everyone, and remember, nothing is true. Everything is permitted.